I got one here. Sort of what it is you're reading it and you kind of get to choose what your own story was. It was books I used to read as a kid, so it would be stuff like you're in space or whatever, and if you wanted to fly to the left, you turn to page 2. If you want to fly to the right, you turn to page 3 or something like that. So, y'all are going to help me choose my own adventure. Sound good? Alright! Y'all didn't know y'all were going to be speaking tonight, did you? This is kind of based off my life, kind of based off the lives of some people I know, and it'll be fun. Hopefully I won't break the mic again. Page number 1. You are born. Everything is loud and bright and sticky. Some stranger in a mask cuts your feeding tube in half and slaps you on the butt, which is just uncalled for. To keep living this weird-ass life, turn to page 2. To go back where it was warm and cozy, turn to page 3. 3. To go back where it was warm and cozy, all right. Page number 3. What the hell is wrong with you? That is both creepy and physically impossible. Earth is a one-way street. Go read a science book. Turn to page 2. Looks like you're going to be living anyway. You got no choice. You decide, what the hell, this whole living thing doesn't seem too hard, which is a decision you'll come to regret when you take chemistry. Every Sunday, your mom shows you off to everybody at church because you are the most adorable thing that has ever been made. This book is so sweet, I wonder who wrote it. As soon as you're old enough, you graduate from the nursery to Sunday school, where you learn about God, about Jesus, about the Bible, about life. You love it. Every day of the week is just a countdown to Sunday. You gather up facts about the Bible like you were going on a Christian edition of Jeopardy! To fast forward this story to when you hit puberty, turn to page 4. To actually go on a Christian edition of Jeopardy! Turn to page 5. Y'all are mixed. Alright, for 4? 4. For 5? Yeah! Looks like we're skipping the Christian edition of Jeopardy! Good. You're in 7th grade, and you're sitting at a cafeteria table with a few guys that you know from class. Everyone's finished eating, but lunchtime isn't over yet. So, to pass the time, they're pointing out different girls in the room and ranking them from 1 to 10 because junior high boys are gross. Every time it gets to you, you pick a number that someone else has already said because you have no idea what their rankings are based on. Lunch ends, you go to gym, you're in the locker room. The guy beside you takes off his shirt, and all of a sudden you know exactly where those rankings were coming from. So that's a 10. To do something about these urges, turn to page 10. To ignore them until they go away, turn to page 6. 10. 10. All right, for 10. 6. 10. Page number 10. Sorry, says that in the top of all caps. Sorry, if you were reading this page, then you have chosen a path that is off limits. You've made a choice that goes against what your church has taught you to do. You've strayed from God's plan for your life. So go back to the page you were on, and this time make the good Christian choice. So, I guess we're going to 6. It's been a few years, and you're beginning to wonder if these temptations will ever go away. One day, your mom gives you a book called Every Young Man's Battle. Most of the chapters are about how to avoid having sex with girls, which is something you're already pretty good at. But there's a chapter at the very end, and it is called When Your Feelings Are for Other Guys. It's a very short chapter. It's more of an appendix, really. It tells you that the sinful desire to be intimate with a man should be ignored, and that it can be replaced, that need can be filled with intimate, non-sexual male friendship. To follow this advice, turn to page 7. To follow your heart, turn to page 10. You don't want me to read where it says on 10 again? It says, sorry, if you're reading this page. Looks like we're going to page 7. You're a friendly guy, so you easily form tons of close friendships, both inside and outside your church. Thanks to them, you feel much less alone. But then this one guy throws it all off. The two of you have a very close friendship, but your relationship is uneven. You always want something more, not even something sexual necessarily, just more intimacy. You want to know what he had for dinner. You want to spend every second with him, and that's not the type of intimacy he can provide. To fill your need for intimacy elsewhere, turn to page 10. To pretend that your needs are being met in a healthy way, turn to page 8. The closer the two of you get, the more it hurts, because it's still not as close as you need it to be. It becomes all you can think about when the two of you are together. Then it becomes all you can think about even when he's not there. You're scared of how strong your temptations are. You know that you might stray from God's path for your life if you don't do something drastic soon. To stop resisting, turn to page 10. To cut this temptation out of your life, turn to page 9.
Oh, 10.
Fuck 7-11. The Bible says, if your foot causes you to stumble, cut it off. So that's what you do. Maybe you tell him what you're doing. Maybe you just do it and wonder if he'll notice. But whatever you do, you cut that friend completely out of your life. You feel more alone and empty than you ever knew you could feel. To attempt to fill that emptiness with intimate, non-sexual male friendship, you could turn back to page 7 and just do it all over again. Or you could do what many people in your position have done and commit suicide.
Wow.
We need more options than that.
Yes.
It's